Welcome to another Saturday Spotlight with us here at Angela's Home Decor. We're located at 154 Provost Street in New Glasgow. Every Saturday we've been doing a little series talking about different products in the store, and today's special we're going to be talking about fat paint. Want to learn more about it? Stay tuned. We've stocked fat paint since we opened the store in 2016, and it's a product we use and we really push and that we love, and our customers, once they've started to use it, fall in love with it too. It is a great chalk style paint. It comes in 3 sizes: quart, pint, and 4 ounce, and you do get a lot of mileage. I use that phrase a lot, but it's the truth. You do get a lot of pieces painted with the paint. The quart, for example, does roughly 80 square feet, so you'll get a few little projects done with that, or a couple of dressers, that type of thing. This is a latex-based paint. Just going to put that heavy one down, but it is a latex-based paint, so it's easy water cleanup. It's very quick dry, and the palette of colors is quite beautiful. We have some of them showing in the video there behind us, but there is another section trying to point just past that also has some more colors as well. So the palette is very nice, and you can blend the colors if you'd like to achieve a different look with them. So we're going to just put a picture up here in a second showing you the fat paint palette and the variety of colors that you do have to choose from, and certainly coming here in the store and seeing the painted boards will give you a clearer view of what the paint colors actually look like. A couple of the questions that we are most often asked is what I'm going to talk about now, just to answer those questions, because we do get posed those several times a day. And the first one is, well, what do I put the paint on with? Do I use a brush or do I use a roller? A roller is not a great option really for most pieces. If you think that you're painting a chair, where's the surface that's flat enough for you to actually use a roller? Also, because the fat paint does have a thicker texture, to get this on a roller is not always going to give you a nice flat finish. So the only roller that will really work with fat paint is a low nap velour roller. What we most often recommend that you do is that you get a paintbrush that you really like. We do retail these particular brushes, Klingon, which is kind of a funky name. These are from the Netherlands, and these are a great brush. They come in a variety of shapes and sizes, and yes, you can paint flat furniture with a round or oval brush. That's the size of the shape that we use most often. The bristles are affixed in the stainless ferrule with an epoxy cement, so you're not going to have loose bristles, and we're still using the original set that we started with 4 years ago, and they're still in great shape. So get a good brush. We do have these here. They're also available through our online store at angelashomedecor.com. But as long as you've got a good brush, just make sure that it's something that you can work well with. The other question that we're most often asked is, what do I have to do to my piece before I paint it? Do I have to do any prep to my piece? I think with chalk paint you don't have to do any prep to your piece. That's kind of the phrases that we get asked a lot. And yeah, you do have to do a little bit of prep. Give your piece a light sanding. It doesn't have to be in depth. This doesn't mean eye roll, now I got to spend a week sanding my piece. You don't. Just give it a couple of minutes at least with a fine grade sandpaper, and just give it a scuff. You're just looking to give your piece some tooth so your paint can adhere and be nice and flat. There are a few certain situations where you absolutely would need a prep. A greasy surface needs a good cleaning, a very good sanding, and possibly a primer. If you are painting a pine piece that has pine knots or another type of substrate or wood that's going to have a bleed through, you would definitely want to prime that as well, just so that those tannins aren't going to come through your paint. So we always like to see your project. So if you happen to bring a picture of your project on your phone and maybe a rough idea of the size of the project, we can certainly give you some guidance in getting you started with your piece and giving you some prep ideas, as well as helping you choose a color. That's fun for us to do. So once you have your piece all painted, and 2 coats as usual, if you're doing a lighter shade, 3 coats isn't wrong, and your paint is all dry, and again, the dry time on fat paint is very quick. Under half an hour, usually about 15-20 minutes for your coats to be dry. But once it's done, we're then going to talk to you when you're here about whether they're beeswax or their varnish, which is water-based non-yellowing, would be best for you to use for your project. In some cases, absolutely the varnish is the best. Kitchen cupboards, bathroom vanity where it's humid, a dresser going in a child's room that's going to get a lot of use. Those are good options for you to use the varnish. Otherwise, the wax is really nice. And we have pieces painted here in the store using both of the finished products so that you can see what those are like. We're always happy to help you with any questions that you have about fat paint. We always have fat paint orders on the way, it seems. We have a big one coming right now. And so if we don't happen to have the color that you're looking for, or if we're out of the size of can that you need, don't worry, we'll get that in for you. You can certainly check out more information about the Fat Paint Company by going to their website as well, thefatpaintcompany.com. This is a Canadian product. It's in British Columbia, and it's great to support a Canadian company. So if you have any questions about fat paint, put your questions in the comments below. Contact us here at the store or stop in, and we can certainly help you with that. And we always love to see before and after pictures of your projects as well, so be sure to snap one before you start and after you're done. Thanks for tuning in this week for the Saturday Spotlight, and we'll see you again next week.